GTA 6 has been in the works for 10 years, so obviously there's going to be some new stuff, and in this video I'm going to be going over 10 things I want in the game. First off, I want community liveries in the game because it gives a wider variety of what you can put on your car. I mean, we kinda had liveries in GTA 5, but very few of them were good. I mean, what the hell is this, dog? Another thing I want in GTA 6 is destruction. When I say destruction, I don't mean you able to demolish buildings, because then online lobbies would be unplayable. Maybe destructible trees would be cool, and fortifiable roads too. I also want to drive 300 miles per hour through a house and see the side implode. I also want a new combat system, specifically when it comes to fist fights and like just street fights in general. So in San Andreas as CJ, you can either be buff, skinny, or fat, and either of those body builds give you buffs. And what if they gave you entirely different fighting style and the opportunity to learn new moves? So here's how it would work. You would have a trainer, right? And he'll teach you a different set of moves based off of the size of your body. If you're light, you'll get faster and agile moves, however, you'll take more damage. Also have faster rolling and faster walk speed, and you'll have double stamina. Now let's just say you are a regular build. You'll get trained some basic stuff with the standard amount of stats you have. Now let's just say you're a bodybuilder. You will be taught above standard moves that does relatively good damage. You have a bit more stamina and a bit more health, and your walk speed is slightly slower than usual. Now we have the fat ass. Oh boy, where do I start? So if you have a big build, you'll have a much bigger health pool, however, you'll be walking really slow and you'll lose lots more stamina. A unique thing that would be cool is like, if you're big, you'll lower your car suspension too. So let's just say you're riding a lowrider, right? It's like inches away from the floor, and you enter your car and that thing just starts scraping the bitch down. And obviously if you exit your car, the suspension will go back to normal. And I believe that gravity should work a little bit differently with a bigger build. Speak about the moveset. The moveset would be a little bit more sluggish, however it would do crazy amount of damage at close range. So we have being able to import your Spotify playlist into GTA 6. Look, I know Rockstar never misses with the music selection, however, I think it would be pretty goddamn dope if you could import your Spotify playlist into goddamn GTA 6. Maybe there could be an app on the phone where you can just like load it up, connect it to the car's Bluetooth or something like that. And one thing we really need is a goddamn story expansion, bro. By expansion, I mean a whole like 70 or maybe 100 gigabytes worth of new content. Now hear me out on this. What if we get the other half of Florida in the expansion? Like just the entirety of Florida. Like you can drive from goddamn Miami to freaking Tallahassee or something like that. So we get an entirely new chunk of the map. And for the story, I'm saying like probably like 35 hours worth of content. Why I said 35? It's because Red Dead was like around 40 to 60 hours, so I think 45 would be reasonable. Now what would be in the expansion pack? I'd say new cars, like a buttload of money, like exclusive guns, clothes, yada yada, all that extra stuff. This might be extremely controversial, but maybe some new achievements, but hear me out on this. It's the goddamn DLC for GTA 6. Like, who the hell would not buy an expansion to goddamn GTA 6, bruh? Might as well add like 1,000 gamer score with achievements or whatever, like yeah. I also want a more realistic car system. Not racing simulator realistic, but like there should be a setting to drive manually. Games should be able to rival like Forza 5 and Forza Motorsport. So this should be like the go-to car game when you're thinking about driving games. A good place to start would be gas stations. Maybe your cars wouldn't just have infinite gas forever. You just have to drive to the gas station when your gas tank is running low. What if your gas tank is low on the highway or like some other side of the map? Well, you have some spare gasoline in the back of your trunk. And what if you don't have any gas to spare? Well, you can then call the tow company to tow your car and get it to the nearest gas station and get it refilled immediately. Speaking of a more realistic car system, I think they should do a little bit more of electric vehicles. Now, I know you car people dislike freaking Teslas, but hear me out. What if electric vehicles could like drive you to your waypoints automatically? And just like gas-powered cars, it would have a battery that had to be recharged. These are just a few things that would give electric cars a more cool and unique gimmick. Next, I want gang activity to be more touched on in this Grand Theft Auto. Like certain areas of the map have more gang members than the other. Like a tiny area of the map has Bloods, while a different area of the map has Crips, and a small portion of a sub-neighborhood has like Pimps. Let's just say you're a red shirt in a blue neighborhood, you can potentially get shot. Or if a blue car drives in a red neighborhood, that could start a whole out gang war. And this next thing I want is also another thing related to community work. There should be a website in GTA 6 that allows players to resell certain things. You can either resell stuff for a set price that anyone can purchase at any time for, or you can put it up for auction and have people bid it in a certain time period. It'll basically just be a knockoff auction house in Forza 5. And finally, we have in-game bonuses for being good at Rockstar games. So let's just say you finish Red Dead 2, you'll be rewarded with Arthur Morgan's hat in GTA 6. Or if you beat Red Dead 1, you'll get John Marston's hat. Basically, the reward is based off of what game you beat. So with all this cool stuff being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another video.